BC, what's up, guys? I'm back here doing a thread for the incomparable Rob Walker. He just did a video, last week on the Manchester. He did 30 12-inch singles from Manchester. So I had pulled 30 singles. I'm not gonna do everything on Manchester because I mostly like the Smiths and stuff like that. I'm gonna show a few of the Manchester ones, but I'm gonna go through 30 of my singles. And congratulations to Rob for the 200 video in the VC. So I'm gonna go through and do my 30 of the 12-inch. It's gonna be a mixed bag. A few interesting ones, but I'm gonna go through all 30 of them. Start off with this one, 1981 Japan, Ghost. David Sylvian. This is the period when they changed their sound. It was more of an art rock type sound. This was the highest charting single, Ghost. When I saw David Sylvian in 2000, he performed this song. Man, you talking about everybody. You could hear a pin drop when I saw him perform it. And I've never got to see Japan because I was too old. I was too young to really get into it. I didn't get into them until I was older, and they were already disbanded in the early 80s. But yeah, this is Ghost. And the B-side is Art of the Parties. This was from the album Tin Drum. Killer album. Got another one for Sylvian too. One of my favorite songs by Ryuichi Sakamoto. And that is Forbidden Colors, which is AKA Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, which is the instrumental. This is the vocal version of it from the soundtrack. This was released in 1983. And Ryuichi actually was in the movie with David Bowie. But yeah, this is the soundtrack. And the B-sides on here was from the album The Seed and the Sower and The Last Regrets. But yeah, Forbidden Colors, David Sylvian. Man, he added that touch to it, man, with the vocals. Yeah. Another 1983 classic movie. Deborah Harry, Rush Rush. Yeah, everybody remember this from Scarface. Rush Rush, get the yayo. Yes, straight classic. Yeah, Deborah Harry. Another one, this one is from 84. Probably in my top 5 of 80 songs. Wang Chung, Dance Hall Days, the double kick drum. I remember when this first came out, this was like a mind opener, man. Yeah, the long version, this one has the long version and Don't Let Go on the B-side. But yeah, Dance Hall Days, man, the drum is killer. From Diamond Life, Sade. This one right here was from 1984 also. And it has the long version and the short version, which was cool as hell. But yeah, I love that cover, man. I remember finding this in a while. I found this at a shop. I think I paid like $4 or $5 for it. But yeah, it's really a nice copy. Oh yeah, this one right here. I found this about a year ago. Found this up in Milwaukee. Yeah, this one right here, one of my favorite songs by Elvis Costello, which it wasn't written by Elvis Costello, but yeah, I Want to Be Loved. And this one has like the long version. I love the extended version, the Smoochy and the Runny version. Yes, Smooch and Runny version. This one's killer. But yeah, this is off the album Goodbye Cruel World. But yeah, this is the album. This album, Elvis Costello, from all his albums he did, he said with The Attraction, this was one of the most least liked by him. But yeah, this one right here has I Want to Be Loved on here. Yeah, it got 2 different versions. You got the radio version, but the one you want is the I Want to Be Loved, the Smooch and Runny version. Yeah, this is actually a UK press on F-Beat. Now we into 1985. The Killing Joke, post-punk killer. Live Like Blood. Yeah, this was This was the first song I heard. I remember going to a party. It was in the early 90s. I went to this party and they was playing this. I was like, who the hell is that? And I found out it was this one. But yeah, it has Blue Feather. And this one has the long version, Live Like Blood. This is off the album Nighttime, which I do have that record. But yeah, Live Like Blood. Love that cover. Cover is tripped out with the sword. It's pretty dope. Summer 86. I remember when this came out. Forever Live and Die. They used to play the hell out of this. And a lot of the DJs from the Hot Mix 5 in Chicago used to play this. But yeah, Love, it was a Forever Live and Die extended mix. This is dope, man. The long version is the one you want, man. This is my favorite song by, yeah, OMD. Another favorite, which is cool, Mountains from Under the Cherry Moon, Prince. This one has the long version, and also the Alex in Paris, I think this is. Yeah, Alexa de Paris. Yeah, Mountains. You know what's so weird about this? I remember I bought this at a record show, and it came with both of these records. This is the original release when it came, and it also had a white label promo, which was crazy. It was all in there. It was a double. And I was like, man, I don't remember. I never seen a Prince single with a double in here. But I guess somebody, whoever was selling it, they just stuck it in there. I think it's another cover for this. But I think it's maybe a blank black cover. But yeah, Prince Mountains. Another one from 1986, Skin Trade. One of Simon Le Bon's best lyricists, man. Best lyrics, man. His vocal range, his falsetto, it was just pretty cool. But yeah, this one right here has the stretch out, the Larry Levin mix. That was the Larry Levin. He was like a top DJ in New York, man. He was influential, man, in all those DJs back then, like guys like Louis Vega and stuff like that. In Chicago, it was Farley. He influenced a lot of people. Died real young, but yeah. This one's Skin Trade with the stretch out mix. And then the other song on here is We Need You, which is off the album Notorious. Yeah. Another one, Crowded House. Favorite song by Crowded House, Where Will You Live? It actually has the long version. This is off the self-titled album, The Dream Is Over. Everybody knows that album. The Crowded House self-title had that song on there, The Dream Is Over, classic. This one has previous on release on here. It's a B-side on here called Can't Carry On. And That's What I Call Love. Yeah. Neil Finn. Yeah, Finn. The Finn brothers, man. Some bad dudes. Now for the Manchester. I'm going to go through a couple of the Manchester stuff that I have. The Smiths. Big Mouth Strikes Again. Which is, yeah, Mike Joyce on there. Andy Rourke. Johnny Marr, yeah. And then, you know, the B-side on here is Money Changes Everything, if I'm not mistaken. And Unlovable. Unlovable is a classic. But Money Changes Everything on here. Keep in mind that Money Changes Everything. And it was like a rough graph. This is like an instrumental, which led on to my next single, which he got with the front man from Roxy Music. And he added the lyrics to it. Ferry wrote the lyrics. Mar already had the music for Money Changes Everything, and it creates the right stuff from Bête Noire. And this one right here, this is a single from 1987. And, you know, this right here was a hit for Brian Ferry. And, yeah, they got two versions on here, a dub version and the original mix. I like the long version, though, the extended one. Yeah. This was cool. It was edited by the Latin Rascals. But yeah, the right stuff. And then another Smiths. This one's a really tough one. This is a tough one here. This was crazy. I found this for $5 at Logan Hardware. I remember I bought this, I want to say in 2015. And they had it in there, and I was like, I was stoked to see it because I have the CD. It was a CD, like a soft case. So finding this on a 12, man, was amazing, man. I was like, wow. And it had Sweet Tender Hooligan, I Keep Mine Hidden, Work Is a 4-letter word, and What's the Word? What's the World? And What's the World? Both of those right here, Work Is a 4-letter word, those were featured on other singles. I Keep Mine Hidden was, I believe, on Sheila Takes a Bow. That's one of them. And then Girlfriend in a Coma will be the other ones. Work Is a 4-letter word, and What in the World. Yep. Yep. That's killer, man. Keeping the Manchester going. My 50 Cent find. Yeah, I think everybody's been showing this. I've seen a lot of people been showing this, but yeah, 50 cents, I couldn't beat this. Yeah, this is an original on Factory. Love Will Tear Us Apart. Oh, it's killer. Joy Division. And then another one everybody's been showing is this one. This is my US copy. I found this sealed. But yeah, this is Blue Monday. One of the most iconic 12 inches in the 80s, man. With the floppy disk, which is so cool. I like that little floppy disk. Pretty cool. Yeah, this is the American version. Found this sealed at Oak Park Records. I remember that. That was some years ago. And then my one of my other this is actually a favorite song of mine. This is Touched by the Hand of God from the movie Salvation. This is the 12-inch in '87. Yeah, this is one of New Order's coldest songs, in my opinion, man. This is from Salvation. I mean, it fit for that movie, man. But yeah, this is a UK copy. Has the long version and the dub. Yeah, Touched by the Hand of God. Classic New Order. Every Day Is Like Sunday. Original 12 with Sister I'm a Poet, Disappointed, We'll Never Marry. And then these two here, these were American releases from the Your Arsenal album. We Hate It When Our Friends Become Successful. This was on purple vinyl. The US version was only on purple vinyl. Found these in the wild. These are like really tough to find. But yeah, what was the B-sides on this one? Oh yeah, he does Suede Head Live, I Changed My Plea to Guilty, Pregnant for the Last Time, and Alisatin Cousin. And then Tomorrow, there's another one. Let the Right Foot Slip In. And There Speaks a True Friend. This was actually also on purple vinyl also. Classic Morrissey. 1987. Dear God. Skylarking. Which, you know, one country had without Dear God and the other one had with Dear God. But yeah, with Big Day on there. Dear God. 1988. Inya. This is a classic. Yep. Orinoco Flow, Sail Away. They used to play this on the Crystal Light commercials. I remember seeing the Crystal Light commercials back when I was younger, man, in the early 90s, man. They used to play the hell out of this. I think she made a lot of money off of here. And then it has Out of the Blue on here on the B side. And Samotim is on there also. But yeah, Orinoco Flow, Sail Away. 1989's Lullaby from Disintegration, The Cure. And it has the long version of Lullaby on here, which is worth getting. And then Homesick and Untitled. Yes. Oh, yeah. Yep. And those were live. Homesick and Untitled is live. 1990. We're going into the 90s. Peter Murphy. Oh, yeah. Cuts You Up was a big radio hit. Great alternative. It was a popular alternative hit. And then this one has a part 2 of A Stranger Kind of Love. This is version 2. But the reason I bought this for was Cut You Up, but Roll Call, the reprise version. That is the reason why I bought it. He's like, he stretches out on the guitar. Peter Murphy's voice is just, it's killer. So yeah. We're another one, 1990, Cocteau Twins, Ice Blink Luck. And then the Bside Mosaic, the Mazan, and Watchlar, which is from the Heaven in Las Vegas. Yeah, this is a killer 12-inch. I've never seen this one. Man, I was stoked to see this in the wild. Never seen this for years and finally ran across a copy. 1991, Safe from Harm, the 12-inch. This is the 12-inch with all the different mixes. This is from Massive Attack's debut album, Blue Lines, when they had Tricky with them. But yeah, this has different versions. The original version, Perfecto mix, just a dub mix, and the instrumental, Safe from Harm, Massive Attack. Cherish Today, 1993. Reason I grabbed this one was because I wanted the long version of Cherish Today. They used to get a lot of radio play on the radio. 1992. This one is the Sundays. And then this one has Wild Horses on it. Killer. Song is Goodbye. And then the other song is Noise. Found this in the wild while digging. Found this at a place called Permanent Records, which is they're in California. They used to be located in Chicago. I remember buying this one. I didn't pay that much for it. I've been seeing this goes for a lot now. But yeah, the song Wild Horses, which was featured in the movie Fear with, Mark Wahlberg. Yep, this is classic. Yep. 93. It's my favorite song by Janet from the Janet album, If. And this is actually a double LP. Yeah. This has all the different mixes, the extended mix, the brother and the rhythm mix. But yeah, this is when Janet at the top of her game, If, the dancing and everything. This is high-end Janet here. Another 93, Walkin In My Shoes, from the songs In Faith and Devotion, Depeche Mode, killer. The reason I got it because of the B-side on here, the song My Joy. And then it has the extended 12-inch mix. It's different from the album mix. If you ever see this one, pick it up because the mix is completely different. So it's pretty cool, Walking In My Shoes. Another one from 93, Everybody Hurts from Automatic from the People, which has Star Kid and Demo, Losing My Religion, and an unreleased song, organ song, Losing My Religion, on white vinyl. Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty killer. Ooh, one more. No, two more actually. This one right here. Purple, Vaseline, and it's on purple vinyl too. This one has the Andy Warhol, beautiful copy too. This is from the UK. This is from the album Purple, and it has on here Cracker Man, the MTV Unplugged, Cracker Man and Andy Warhol, the David Bowie cover, and then Meat Plows on here from Purple. But yeah. And the last but not least, the one I found in the wild. I found this in the wild about a couple of weeks ago. 1979. From the album Melancholy, Infinite Sadness. Yeah. Got some killer tracks on here. This is an original UK Uncut. I couldn't believe running across this. 1999, the B-sides is Ugly, Believe, and Cherry. Yeah. So that about does it for the 12 inch. I did 30 12 inches in 20 minutes. Shout out to you, Rob. Peace.